From Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to All Star 15 TV on the broadcast tonight. It's new. It's going to be fun. It's a sports car series. It is the Rev Limit Sports Car Series, and I am very, very much excited to have them on the channel. I got my broadcast partner from how many leagues, how many teams, how many broadcasts? Let's just throw them out there. It's Joe Hutchings.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All Star 15 TV.
Yeah,
Hi, AJ.
Little hiatus, completely planned. My wife and I, if this is your time coming back to the channel, if you haven't known, we had the baby, so I kind of planned a little vacation for myself, and we are back to broadcasting. Got to give a huge shout out to the Rev Limit Sports Car Series. They have 3 sponsors for all 3 divisions. The LMP2 class presented by Car Medic. The GT3 class presented by Elite Entertainment. And the GT4 class presented by WBM Racing. You'll see those wonderful businesses on some of these vehicles this evening. But Joe, we are at the World Center of Racing, Daytona International Speedway. How important is a good race, not just to start the season, but at this very, very prestigious racetrack?
It's pretty important to win here. This is the home of the 24 Hours of Daytona, the Daytona 500. It's called the World Center of Speed or World Center of Racing for a reason. You got to take a look at who's won here. You got all those sports car legends that have raced here and won. A lot of NASCAR drivers have won at this track. I mean, it's pretty important to win at Daytona. I don't care what you're running.
Just looking at the qualifying that just finished up, Dylan Newhart is going to lead the LMP2s and the field to the green flag. Parker Dume in 6th overall is going to lead the GT3s, and Dak Segurak is going to lead the GT4s. And Joe, we normally don't see this kind of grouping with vehicles. Yeah, we see the LMP2s, we see the GT3s, but we're skipping the GTPs and going straight to LMP2s, GT3s, and lo and behold, the GT4s. Explain to the beautiful people at home kind of what you did to me a little while ago. What the difference is between the GT3s and the GT4s.
Well, I'm going to make this really, really quick. So a GT3 car is a purpose-built car that's loosely based on production cars. And the GT4 is a production car. Basically, they took it straight off of the production line, slapped a roll cage in it, gave it some BOP settings, and here you go. Here's a race car. Racing slicks, roll cage, and a fire suppression system. Race car.
And there is a quite a big difference when you actually get to looking at it. You'll see that the GT3 cars are more race car-y looking, while the GT4s, like Joe just mentioned, have no sporting advantage outside of maybe that back wing. But But I'm excited for this, Joe. We are getting a short parade lap. Everybody is going to start on that backstretch before the bus stop or Lamar chicane. I know Joe hates hearing that.
It's the bus stop. Sorry, old school. I'm old. Sorry, guys and gals. I'm old school. It's the bus stop, not this Lamar chicane.
I love how you just said it like that. But glad to have you guys all here, whether you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow, share it out to your friends. We are still on the road to 1,000. We'll get there sooner or later. But as you can see, thanks Navy Tiger Racing. I would assume you're in the race, so good luck. You see that the groups are starting to separate themselves to give a little bit of a wide berth. Very important. Saw it a couple times yesterday with helping broadcast and crewing for a team that didn't make it too far into a race. But here we go, the LMP2s are green. Dylan Neward, Dustin Neerhoof. Away they go, heading down towards turn number 1. Here comes the 57 of Parker, the 14 of Austin, and Aldo as they go past the start-finish line. And in just a little bit, there is the GT4s, and away they go.
GT3.
No,
That's GT4.
It's a GT4. All 3 car sets are on track and going, and surprise, surprise, the only one to have a problem is the LMP2 of Mike Robinson. Off the track in the horseshoe, gets back on and continues the fight, stays in that 6th position with the LMP2s. But Neward...
It looks like Robinson's sitting there trying to do his best impression of a lawnmower.
Yeah, Malik Bass and Mike Robinson are the only 2 that have traded positions. You have to go into the GT3s to really see some movement, with Austin Diltz +1, Aldo Secklin also +1, and then Guillermo Parrott -2. And Joshua Jackson is another +1 as they're getting everything warm and up to temperature for maximum grip.
Yep, it takes about 1 to 2 laps on those LMP2 cars to get the tires up. I'd say about a lap. Uh-oh.
It looks like he's actually pulling over, and he's going to clip Aldo. Oh, God.
Oh, death.
Did we just watch something go flying? Ooh, Aldo's gonna get spun. Oh, okay, that was the back of the Ferrari. And in one lap, Guillermo Parrott and Aldo Secklin both have to jump the pit road. They're looking to repair damages, or their day might actually just be over. They do both have meatballs. What's going on, Brendan? Reckless Reacts, how are you? Thank you for subbing to the YouTube channel. We got 15 people watching. This is great. Up front with the LMP2s, there's about a second lead from Neward to Fazillo, and then another 3/10 back to Neerhoof. And it's Bass, Orlowski, and Mike Robinson bringing up the back of the LMP2s. Parker Doom and Austin Diltz, nose to tail, ripping really good for the lead in the GT3s, and Joshua Jackson in the 3rd position. It looks like there is a very tight battle for P2. It's Fazillo, Nearhoof, and Bass all under a blanket going into the horseshoe, Joe.
That would be the International Horseshoe. And yeah, they're it looks like they're just trying to kind of ride out a little bit, and they're gonna let the first place car try to build a lead. And it looks like they're all team cars to me. I didn't get a chance to do my research, but I'm assuming they're team cars because they all got the same paint scheme.
Or it could be just the class default scheme for the league.
Nope. They all say the same thing.
Huge mover in the GT3s is the 454. That's Jay Mady. Plus 6 spots. Running pretty consistent lap times with the GT3s around him. You have Cameron Lackney in front of him. Last time by ran a 45.69, and then you have Jay with a 146.7. It's a big racetrack. You can lose a lot of time somewhere. You can gain a lot of time somewhere, and he's plus 6 spots, so he's finding some time.
Well, they're not tied up in traffic right now, and unless they're battling each other, they should be turning some rather consistent, decently quick lap times. When these GT3 cars start mixing it up with the GT4 cars, you're going to see those times tank really quick.
As we're staying with this battle.
With the LMP2 cars, you are going to see some slicing and dicing. Those LMP drivers are going to try to get through that GT traffic as fast as humanly possible. You shouldn't see much time off. The LMP2 cars are going to have a little bit more difficulty getting around the GT3 cars because believe it or not, the GT3s actually have just a teensy bit more horsepower than the LMP2 cars. The LMP2's advantage is it's just a giant wing on 4 wheels, and it's nice and wide and it's very, very grippy. So the LMPs will be faster in the corners, and those GT3 cars with the low end torque and stuff should pull an LMP2 car for maybe second, third gear, and then the LMPs they're gone.
Another difference is the GT3 and the GT4 both have ABS, while the LMP2 does not.
Correct. And some of our unfortunate brethren in the Indianapolis 6-hour this weekend learned that the hard way. It was entertaining to watch. Blown corners and not backing them up. In the LMP2, you're actually faster on a back in the corner up and late apexing. You want to maximize your straightaway speed. Take advantage of the car's low weight.
This is the lead of the GT4 grouping. Hayden Unger and Adam Capps all under a blanket with John Holloway just right behind them. And opening the door is Unger. Adam Capps gets by and takes the lead in the GT4 into turn 4. Or NASCAR turn 4.
NASCAR 4. The draft with the GT4 cars is going to be super important.
Yeah, just looking at it now, Joe. They're crossing that start-finish line roughly at 155 miles an hour.
That's highway speed for me.
Especially if they have to go to the bathroom.
Well,
now we're looking at the LMP2s crossing that start-finish line roughly at 178 to 180 miles an hour. See if we can catch a GT3 car somewhere. We're gonna have to wait for Parker. And these guys are killing it. Nose to tail this whole time. But glad to have you guys all here. Hit that like button, subscribe, follow. We're doing this every Monday for 10 weeks straight. And then Parker coming across the line just a little bit slower than the LMP2 is 172 miles an hour. So there is a huge gap between the LMP2s, the GT3s, and then how much slower the GT4s are. That closing speed in the faster cars, Joe, do you foresee that possibly being an issue later in the race or when everybody gets bunched up together?
It is statistically proven on a racetrack or on the highway that the slowest people are the ones that would cause the most issues. I'm not saying that the drivers are slow or anything. I'm just saying that because of the car, it's going to become an issue. Especially right now when these guys, the LMP field is starting to make their way through the GT4s. The closing speed between the two cars is insane.
Well, Joe, we used to do this with the Super Trofeo Series. Take us a lap around Daytona.
Alrighty, so who are we on board with?
We are on with Dylan Newhart.
Alrighty, so he's going to haul the male off into turn 1 here. And he's going to sit here, sweep right and left, come up into the International Horseshoe, hard on the brakes, swing it. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Action, action. He should be hitting the late apex there, but because he's got the car inside, he's going to have to hang to the outside. Coming through the kink right here, he's going to sit here and blow this GT4 right off, his doors right off. Coming up to the West Horseshoe, swing it way out wide. Kind of hold it in the center because you don't want to get up at that curve because it'll actually help you staying or keep the car back in the direction you want it to be. Then we come back out onto the oval. I don't remember the name of the corner. I'm sorry, people. I have Indianapolis head. So we're off into NASCAR turn 1, and you're going to be sitting here flat out as hard as you can push that pedal to the floor. Try to break the carbon fiber tub. Turn 2, coming down the back straight. If you watch the Formula 1 movie, fireworks blasted in your face. Come down into the Le Mans bus stop. If you can hit that right, it's going to set you up for a really, really fast run through NASCAR 3 and 4. Still waiting. Side GTP car, slower. NASCAR 4. Coming down the front straight now. Through the dog leg, and that is the lap at Daytona.
And we are almost 12 minutes into this 45-minute race. It's a very fast event. They are running half fuel, so we should see some pit stops as Newhart and Neerhoof are still under a blanket together. You would think as they're getting through some of this tougher traffic, we might see them create a battle from it. But the way I've watched this race so far, I'm starting to think that these drivers are smart to make it to the end before they start making some serious moves.
Really, in theory, in endurance racing, you want to sit here and make sure your car survives to the end of the race, and then sit there and race it out. There's, you have, let's just say, $1 million race car. Do you want to wreck it?
No.
Early off in the race? Nah, neither do I. So, a little bit of racing IQ goes a long way. This is a sprint race, though. I'd be hauling, I'd be moving. I'd be going as hard as I can. Get it right on the ragged edge, kind of like Max Verstappen or Colt Herta, and just keep it there and go as hard as I could.
And just that fast, Joe. Just shy of 8 laps into the race tonight, our LMP2 leaders have lapped the GT4s. And now they're working on the GT3s as we have a battle for the lead going into turn number 1. Newhart to that inside. To the outside, it's Neerhoof.
All he had to do was cut the wheel a little harder, and he would have had that pro line through turn 1.
Sketchy, though.
You know who taught me that line?
Probably Dalton.
Nope. That was a Scott Ramler. You know who helped me perfect it? Dalton.
The GT3s still nose to tail, with Parker, Austin, and Joshua. Mercedes, and Porsche. Wow, only one Corvette in the GT3 field. That's Jacob Quayle. Currently 5th in class, 6th in class. Everything looking nice and clean so far with that WeatherTech paint scheme.
I love the Corvette. Okay, it is an awesome GT3 car. It just feels a nerf to me when I drive it. Like it in my opinion, right? And this is not a professional opinion. I'm a amateur, sim racer that races electric cars on a simulated track. That McLaren to me feels really, really good. That Mercedes there that they're running right now, those are really, really nice. It's a fun car to race. The M4 is fantastic, but all time GT3 would probably be that Audi R8. If you can figure out how to get it to not spin all the time, that thing was always hooked up. I
we don't
loved
have
racing
one
that
in the
car.
field. Oh, we do.
There is one.
Guillermo. He wrecked on lap 1.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately. I feel bad for him. Because that is a pretty car. Oh, don't worry. I already went through it with them.
We got 4 Fords in the GT3s as well.
We also got... There should also be a Ferrari out there, too, and 911. What else is out there? I don't know if there's any Lambos. I didn't see any Lamborghinis when I went through the field.
The only Ferrari is currently 29th overall, 15th in class with the GT3s. He was the one that got their back end torn off in that bus stop wreck with Guillermo. That's Aldo Secklin.
Oh, that car is a beautiful car, and when you're racing alongside it, it just sounds violent.
Oh, contact between the GT3, the Mercedes GT3, and the BMW GT4, and there's still contact.
Oh. Don't take out Aldo. Well, there's his first problem. You see his car number?
Yeah, 666? Yes, I did. The first thing I saw when I clicked on it. I said, oh no.
Oh no.
But still, it's Parker, Austin, 1-2 in the GT3s. Then it's Morgan Smith with the BMW in 3rd. Kalman Giroy in 4th. Joshua Jackson drops back to that 5th position in the GT3s, who was running in 3rd for a little while. But we are looking back up towards the front with the LMP2s. It's still Neerhoof and Neward. Then it's Fazillo, Bass, Orlowski, and Mike Robinson. Those 6 LMP2s are within 14 seconds of each other on track.
Where is that 28 car right now?
That 28 car is in 5th, about 8.5 seconds back from the lead. That is Nate Orlowski.
Hey, I recognize that paint scheme.
Yeah, it's the one that got ran over at Indianapolis.
You got Punterino'd at Indianapolis yesterday or Saturday. Oh,
and here we go. We've got pit stop starting on lap 11. Neerhoof, Neward, Vazillo, Orlowski, and Robinson all hit pit road, while Malik Bass is going to run it another lap. Honestly, that could very much, I think, help out Malik Bass not pitting with all the other LMP2s, kind of giving himself an open pit road to pit on. And it looks like Nearhoof had to back up into his pit stall, so he's going to be coming out just a tad bit later. Yeah, there's the gap there. Than Neward. Now, when do we start seeing the GT3s? Joe, when do you expect them to hit pit road?
Well, I don't know what the fuel rule is
Everybody's
here.
running on 50%.
50%? Oh, they'll be on pit road soon enough. They're gonna have to take a splash and go because they should be able to run 56 minutes on a full fuel load. So yeah, they should be in shortly. I'll keep an eye on them.
Joshua Jackson going to be the first one of them to hit pit road.
There you go. There's your answer.
The only one that has hit pit road out of all of them. And here comes Malik Bass as well. Let's see where this is going to have him end up. He was running that 4th position of the LMP2s as Neward and Nearhoof are both leaving the bus stop.
I'm sitting on all those cars listening to it. It's just Ferrari always gets the engine sounds correct. It's just it sounds so good.
Bass is leaving his pit box as both Dylan and Dustin pass. Looks like he's going to jump right back into that 4th position. Actually, he might hold on the 3rd. He'll hold on the 3rd going into the International Horseshoe.
Well, if he took tires, it's gonna be sketchy.
Yeah, cold tires here at Daytona on any of these cars, you're waiting a good 2 to possible 3 laps, and if you end up going off track at all, you might have to wait just a tad bit longer. Jacob McGregor, the GT3's now coming down pit road. Also in the GT4s, it's Matt Murphy and Scott Hara.
I have a paint scheme I'd like to shout out.
Okay.
Go to 454.
454. Give me an okay. Yep.
It's
Fernando. Oh, it's not a Fernando Alonso. Billy
No.
Goose certified.
Yep. And then look at the roof. There's a
that
goose.
fucked up?
Oh no.
Fernando Alonso goes off. That's John Holiday. A Holloway.
There's a goose on the roof.
At least it's not a devil chicken.
Yeah. Battle chicken? You mean War Eagle? Or if it's German, it's called Kriegsadler, which Kriegsadler's in this race.
Yeah,
Shout out Mike Robinson.
Not just Mike Robinson, Tavish O'Neill as well, but he's multiple laps down, running in 17th. 17th in class, 32nd overall.
That's my car.
And you also have Mike Robinson in that 18 LMP2 in 6th of the LMP2s. Parker and Austin still very close together, separating now just by a couple GT4s, and then you see that Ferrari just getting put a lap down is Aldo.
How's that GT4 field running?
That GT4 field is being led by Adam Capps by 3/4 of a second over Hayden Unger. Then you have Thaddeus in that Aston Martin along with John Holloway for 3 and 4. So they're
That
all
Aston Martin is
roughly
so fun.
running close together. 1 through 3 in the GT4 is just about a second and a half separating.
That Aston Martin GT4 is so fun.
Looks so nice.
That's a Gentleman Jack. That's a Gentleman Jack car.
And I actually have the McLaren Gentleman Jack bottle. It's actually right behind me. I haven't opened it yet, I'm afraid to. I think I sent you the picture of it when I bought it.
Oh yeah, I was jealous.
Parker and Austin, the GT3s now are hitting pit road. Here comes Morgan as well. That's 1, 2, 3 in the GT3s. Here's 4 in the GT3s. Jacob Quayle in the Trackhouse WeatherTech number 9 Chevrolet Corvette.
The silly goose just spun, coming out on the oval.
Right.
Yeah, Affleck.
Well, you might need it. Oh no, he'll be
Oh,
fine.
just the goose gave it too much beans.
No harm, no foul, but honestly, I say that, but now with the tire model they introduced earlier on in the season, you could flat spot your tires now.
If you run your steering sensitivity. Oh, ooh.
Boy. That was, I think that was Dak. It was.
Ooh, he got Puncherino'd. And then net coated. Not once, but twice. Poor Dak.
Great job for still saving it, though. That could have been a lot worse, especially with that wall to the inside. It's crazy how Dustin Neerhoof and Dylan Newart are still this close together 26 and a half minutes into the event. We are just past halfway, Joe, and it's still heating up as here comes Newart. Gonna tuck in behind Neerhoof.
I wouldn't be racing my teammate. I would be bump drafting to pull away.
I mean, they're still 7 seconds ahead of everybody else, so...
Hey, we all heard Kylo Ren. More. More!
I also heard him say, get that piece of junk out of the sky.
Oh, yeah. That's only when I junk a race car and I'm flying through the air, okay?
This is a crazy, crazy battle. I really don't know how close they can keep it without wrecking, because they've done really good for 28 minutes now. It's just it's getting me nervous. But Parker has just about a 2.5 second lead over Austin, and that lead completely grows with Joshua behind about 6 seconds to P2. What do you got?
Oh, the leaders were 3 wide coming out of the oval. I changed mine over to focus on crashes. That's the thing that it shows me. I was like, oh.
Oh, late braking. Yikes.
AJ, one of these days you're going to get your wheel out. We're going to teach you how to race IMSA cars.
Dude, I would love to have my own room to do this in. And a separate computer for it.
There's things called wishes and things called goals.
Yep.
Ooh, man, that 126 is way out there.
They're trying to get by Joshua Jackson. That's E3 in the GT3s.
Did it just get dark for you?
No, not at all.
It's he's dark on my side.
Jiggle your mouse. Maybe it's about to go to sleep.
No.
Adam Capps still a second over Thaddeus for the GT4s, and it's John Holloway about 5 seconds back from Adam Capps. So a little bit of a separation in that GT4 outside of the first two positions. But we are looking good with just about 15 laps to go. Adam Capps is up 4 spots overall from where he started.
Should be less than 15 laps to go.
15 minutes, I'm sorry.
There you go. He's new, folks. Don't worry. We're working on it.
I'm new to this, sports car racing thingy.
Yes.
Oh boy, here we go. The 125, 126 near hub on that inside preferred line into turn 1. They gotta be having fun, right, Joe?
Oh, I'd be laughing.
Yeah, just don't wreck me and we can keep laughing.
Exactly.
For everybody wondering, after the race, we will try to talk to our 3 winners for the race. The winner of the LMP2s, the winner of the GT3s, and the winner of the GT4s.
Do me a favor.
Yes, sir.
Do you see who's just rolled up into 3rd place?
Nate Orlewski. Yes, he has, and I'm looking to see if Bass or Fazillo had an issue, and I can't seem to find that.
Oh no.
Nate's getting faster.
Nate's just been driving. Nate's just been driving.
That's something to keep an eye out for later, as Nate's +1, Bass is still +2. Fozzie Fazillo is -2, sitting in that 5th spot, and Mike Robinson bringing up the rear of the LMP2s. And then about a minute 16 seconds back, it's the lead of the GT3s. It's still Parker and Austin, but that group is starting to separate from each other, just like we have with the LMP2s. We had with Parker Doom and Austin Diltz. Now there's a good 3-second plus separating the two of them.
You're about to have a really good battle for 3rd.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, they're 3, 4, 5 are under a blanket right now.
Yeah, these are the LMP2s. Walowski, Bass, and Fazillo. While they're getting that, trying to give some other drivers some airtime. Tyler Grimes and Matthew Lothan. This is for 11th and 12th on the GT3 side. Tyler's up 6 spots while Matthew's up 1, and they're a pretty close battle in the GT3 department as they are trying to get by Steve Cube. as they're still side by side for that top spot. It looks like Neerhoof just can't make the pass. But Unger now in the GT4 is into turn number 1, trying to get by. I think that's Chris Edwards that got by Hayden Unger. Hayden's in the HP BMW as they are all trying to chase down Adam Capps, the leader in the GT4s, who is about 10 seconds ahead as Nate Orlowski is coming to pit road. Or is in pit road, now leaving pit road. Joe, I think I know why Nate was suddenly faster than everybody else. Everybody else was saving, so they didn't have to pit again.
I'm not going to say the quiet part out loud.
Sorry, did I just say it out loud?
The person that usually crew chiefs for him is preoccupied at the moment.
I think the person that usually crew chiefs for him is kind of broadcasting.
That's what I was going to say. Anyways,
Meanwhile,
meanwhile, in turn 3, I mean NASCAR 3. God dang it! I pulled a U.
at least you didn't say Speedway, Illinois. Joshua Jackson, Morgan Smith, about a half a second separating both of them. Morgan running really good lap times, about 3/10 a lap, closing in on Joshua the last couple times by as Matthew Lothan has crashed.
Oh no!
Looks like it's heading down to, I think this is what, turn 5? Oh, net code. Holy
That is a horrible net code. Gross.
Doesn't look like there's any damage, but that's gonna put a damper on how his race was going. It also looked like Dylan Newhart had a problem from P2. Boy. Little grass cutting
Oh
there.
no! Oh, Nate just got taken out.
Ruh-roh. Let's see what happened with Nate. Oh! Looked like a GT4 didn't hold their brakes. Or that's a GT3?
That's GT3.
Oh, yep, that's a GT3. Jacob McGregor. Turn 1. Spins it. Noses it into the pit wall. And Nate Orlowski just head first into the pit wall. Lucky for him, the front of that car kind of puts itself back together. Waiting to see if there's any damage. And there is a meatball on the Nate Orlowski 28 LMP2. Malik Bass now takes over P1 as both the leaders, along with Fozzie Fazillo, hit pit road. Very unfortunate for Nate there. When we are looking at the GT3 field, it's Parker, Austin, Joshua, Morgan, and Jacob, your top 5. And then your GT4 field, it's Adam, Thaddeus, Hayden, and Chris, and John Holloway, your top 5 at the GT4s. As we are looking at about 7 minutes plus 1 lap left into tonight's race. We will try to talk to all 3 race winners when the event concludes, so stay tuned after that. Now we're still waiting for Malik Bass to hit pit road for the final time this evening. Morgan Smith closing in on Joshua Jackson into turn number 1. That gap is just under 0.7 of a second. Oh boy!
Ooh, that was
Almost
close.
took out Adam Caps.
Hi, my name is Ray Finkel. And I'm looking for a clean pair of shorts. Oh, spinny.
And there goes Morgan Smith coming out of the horseshoe.
I did not know BMW made lawn tractors.
I mean, Lamborghini does.
No, they make actual tractors. Fun fact, the reason why Lamborghini makes cars is because Ferrari didn't know how to make a clutch.
Really?
Yep. Lamborghini's wife kept burning up clutches in the Ferrari, and he said, I'm putting a tractor clutch in it, went and did it, and said, wow, this is a great car. That's like the abbreviated version. There's a way more to the story, but you get the point.
Less than 5 minutes to go. Nearhoof. Wow, there's a huge gap between Nearhoof and Bass. Just about 6 seconds, and then 13 seconds back to Newhart. In second all night, dropped back to third, minus 7 seconds from P2. Nate Orlowski's back on the racetrack. Didn't lose a whole lot of time here. He's still about a minute back from race leader Nearhoof. But Robinson, when he pits, could very much be in some striking distance if he does pit. I probably won't. Now that I'm looking at it. I keep forgetting we have 3 minutes left in the race. Battle for 8th in the GT3s is heating up. Hubei and Grimes. Just 6/10 separating the two of them. And then you have Wes Amrick and Devin Lowry going into the horseshoe almost at the exact same time. That's 2/10 separating the two of them.
Is that a Clemson car?
Yes. Yes, it is.
There's a Clemson paw print on the side of that car.
But why is it the LSU Tigers colors, right? Isn't that LSU's colors?
No.
No?
No, LSU is purple and yellow.
Oh, it's purple and yellow. Hey, I just started watching college football. Leave me alone.
I'm not judging much.
Much, thanks. Oh no! Tyler Grimes wrecks from P8 in the GT3s going into the bus stop. Ooh!
Oh! Oh!
Misjudged that braking he did. And he's going to jump at the pit road, ending his night.
Sir, you can't park there.
As Nate got a black flag for something. He's got to come to pit road. Maybe he had a pass through. Couldn't tell you, but
that's odd. Anyways,
well, Joe, I think we are getting it here. I think we are getting the white flag. Nearhoof, Bass, Newhart, your top three in the LMP2s. Then it's Doom, Diltz, and Jackson, your top three in the GT3s. Then it's Caps, Ashbaugh, and Unger, your top three in the GT4s. Who is going to take it home? The closest battle out of any of them is your GT4 class. Adam Caps less than a second ahead of Thaddeus Ashbaugh. Oh, and Thaddeus sent it into turn number one. Don't normally have a list, but I just had one right there. Through the horseshoe they go, back up to almost a second. We will jump it to your overall race leader, Dustin Nearhoof, going into NASCAR 3 and 4 for the final time. Dustin Nearhoof is going to win here at Daytona International Speedway in the Dallara LMP2s, followed by Malik Bass, Dylan Newhart, and Fozzie Fazillo, followed by Mike Robinson and Nader Orlowski. There was a really close battle for P1 in the GT3s. We will drop it back. Parker Doom and Austin Diltz. Here it is. We're going to show it back for you. There is the gap between the two of them. Little bit of a bump. Still a little bit of a bump. Trying to use that draft. Looking to the inside is Austin. They're going to drag race to the line. But Parker Doom is going to win the GT3s here at Daytona.
Wow, airborne.
Sticking with Adam Caps and Thaddeus Ashbaugh. Very close battle here still, as Adam Caps looking to come home the race winner for the GT4s. Through NASCAR 3 and 4. With just about a second gap over Thaddeus Ashbaugh, Adam Caps is going to win at Daytona for the GT4s. Great race overall. This was a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get some of our race winners in the interview booth. There we go. Let's start with the number one. With overall. Hey, Dustin, congratulations with the overall win here this evening. It looked like a fun race. You were having a hell of a battle with Dylan for a majority of the race. But how was it out there? How did the LMP2 feel?
It was good. It's an adjustment. Normally I'm running GT3s, but I figured this year I'd run some LMP2s. I didn't practice a whole lot for this. I did some practice today. It felt pretty good. It wasn't too bad, figuring out the line still, but it was a good battle between me and Dylan. We kept getting on each other, and that was fun.
Yeah, it definitely looked fun. You guys were basically nose to tail for the good portion of the first 3 quarters of the race. Trying to figure out what happened with him where he got put back about 15 seconds. But, with tonight's win, you set yourself up going to Circuito de Navarra in Spain next week. What can you take from winning here at Daytona into some way of a momentum push going into some tracks that might not be showcased a lot that we're trying here on the schedule?
Um, kind of. I've never actually ran that track, so for me, it's going to be a lot of just learning the track. I've yet to run it. Um, I think it's just a lot of learning this car and its body weight. A lot lighter than what I'm used to. Able to carry a lot more speed. But I think it'll be a fun track. I've seen the layout. It looks like fun. Multi-class racing. It's been a blast. I mean, being able to use traffic. This is definitely a good layout.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun for us up in the booth. There was always something to talk about, which is really nice. But, with the 2 pit stops that you had here tonight, was there any fuel or tire strategy that possibly came into play, or was there a conversation earlier where no, it's going to be a 2-stop race where just go as hard as you can until you run out?
So I actually didn't realize it was going to be a two-stop race until after the first pit stop. If I did, I may have been able to stretch it out almost to a point of where I could do one stop, maybe a small second stop, but I didn't realize that until late because I had almost a full lap of fuel left when I pit. But the biggest thing was realizing that after that first pit stop, the tires reapplied on the second. So literally like 2 corners before the last I had to come in to pit that second time. I turned the tires off, and I'm pretty sure Dylan forgot to do that, and that's why he had to sit in there an extra 10 seconds.
Oh,
But the
okay. So he
tires,
stayed for tires.
yeah,
That stinks. Especially when everybody else isn't taking tires, it sounds like. But dude, congratulations on the overall and the win in the LMP2s. Are there any sponsors you'd like to shout out before we let you go?
just thanks to the Rev Limit Racing League for hosting this. A lot of good racing so far this season. First good race, good close racing. Thank you guys for putting on the broadcast and broadcasting us. And yeah, that's about all.
All right, brother. We'll see you next week. Get to learning that track, 'cause that's exactly what I'm gonna have to do as well.
Thank you.
All right, there is your overall winner. It's Dustin Neerhoof. And let's bring in our winner in the GT3s, the beautiful number 57 Mercedes of Parker Dume. How do you say your last name?
Dime, like the coin.
Dime. Okay, I butchered that thing all night. I apologize. It, like it wasn't even close, but hey, we'll work with it. Dime, got it. Dude, great battle all night with you and Austin. What kind of gave you the advantage for the night? Because every time we jump back to the GT3s, you two were nose to tail, and even coming to the line, there was a couple bumps and a possible drag race to the start finish line, which ended up with somebody upside down.
Well, early on, we saw that there was a wreck in the bus stop, so we just tried to break away from the pack as much as we could, and then traffic does what traffic does, and we ended up splitting up. He had made some mistakes first stint. I made a ton on the second stint. I blew the bus stop completely in the last lap, and I came down on my spotter didn't activate, so he had a splitter on me. I didn't realize it, and then I did it twice, and then we intentionally wrecked. But I think it's payback for me saving his race at turn 6 horseshoe, turning him back around.
Well, brother, with everything that happened throughout this race, what can you take away from winning here at Daytona in the GT3s and possibly moving that over to Circuito de Navarra in Spain next week?
I don't know. It's always hard to get a gauge on the talent and stuff that you're racing with, because Daytona is so easy to keep up if you're in draft. So
It's always hard to tell. A lot of leagues start the race here, but I'm excited for the Aston to come out tomorrow. We'll start driving that. I think we're gonna make a switch to that, an homage to the Heart of Racing paints we're running. But yeah, there's really not a whole lot that I usually take away from a Daytona race because there's so many things that can be in the equation. So there's nothing definitive that I can take away. But I mean, I know it's a good group of guys, and I'm excited for the season.
Yeah, if tonight is any aspect on how the season is going to go, I can it be next Monday already? Like seriously?
Yeah,
Can I
maybe.
just skip? But Parker Dime, great race. Can't wait to see what you guys have next week in Spain. Are there any sponsors you would like to plug before we send you on your way so you could celebrate a P1 victory in the GT3s?
Oh, thanks to WBM, my parents for watching, and my wife, and then you guys for doing this broadcast for us this season.
Absolutely glad to be here. Glad to have such a race as we did. But take care, and we will see you next week. Get that passport
All right.
ready.
Take it easy, guys.
See you later. All right, and last but not least, P1 in the GT4s. He couldn't write a better way to start the season for himself. Adam Caps, everybody. Welcome back to All Star 15 TV, pal.
Thank you.
How was
Man,
it
that
out
was a
there?
long
Because
ride.
it looked like you guys were having fun back there.
It was long. It felt like it anyway. It didn't make it easy. I had a couple of guys there that kept some good pressure on me. I think one of them didn't understand. You probably don't need to take tires, so it kind of let me have a little relax there on the last run. Because whoever was in the BMW, I don't remember who it was, but he was probably faster than me. Definitely had more straightaway speed than the McLaren for sure. But I think he took tires and kind of cost him his race.
Yeah, we
Or
saw
I
a bunch of
probably
people
wouldn't
take
be here
tires
talking
that
to you.
probably didn't need to take tires.
Yeah. These don't require you to take tires. They're short races, the 45-minute stints. The only reason we just tried to make them pit to take fuel to kind of throw a little strategy in it by creating it that way.
Well, it was chaos all race long. Good chaos, not bad chaos. But it was a lot of fun to watch. There were a lot of close battles throughout the whole field. I hope you go back and watch it all. LMP2s were great, GT3s were great, and then you kind of waxing the field after halfway in the GT4s. Yeah, Thaddeus was about 2 seconds back or closer, but once Hayden Unger backed off from you, it kind of just left you on an island to be able to just go with the flow and make the passes or get past safely. But dude,
Yeah, the one thing I really haven't drove these a lot here. I've been practicing the other tracks in the GT4s, but man, it was unreal. The thing about it to me in the GT4s was how able they were to suck up on the straightaways. If you were within a second behind, you could get up and pass people easily in the GT4s because the draft was so strong.
yeah, it was weird because we did like a speed analysis as you guys were crossing the start finish line. And the GT4s were anywhere from 20 to 25 miles an hour slower than the rest of the field. Did you feel that
Right.
in the car?
Yeah, for sure. It's sluggish, especially from last season coming from the GT3s to these. I only raced the GT4s was to make sure we had enough head count to try to come over here. So we wanted to have a good equal amount of in between each class. But yeah, it was crazy how much slower the GT4s are. And it's like you're just trying to play, try to keep your line so you don't interrupt anybody's race. And then I had one incident there, I think, with Morgan Smith and Kalman, I think was outside of me, and Morgan was inside, and he kind of sideswiped me there into turn one. And I was like, I don't know where to go. Like, I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to stay out of your way.
Well, next week we go all the way to Spain for Circuito de Navarra. Hopefully you got the passport ready, but I don't think a lot of people have seen that circuit yet. Excuse me. What do you expect? Because I know you had a hand in making the schedule.
Yeah, I tried to choose tracks because this is our third season. I tried to choose tracks that we haven't been to. The only thing that we really repeat is Daytona, and like one other one. I don't remember exactly what we have on here, but we try to keep the first race Daytona, and then the rest of them I'm trying to shuffle each season so we don't have repetition of every track. Like, we added some new tracks this season I'm really excited about to go to because they're a lot of fun. I tested Scott, Calvin, and I have tested almost all these tracks on the schedule before we put them on, just to see if we were, if they were going to make good racing. So we tested each car on each track to see.
Well, I hope that means we are in for a treat as we were tonight. Glad to have you and the Rev Limit series on the channel. But let's plug those beautiful sponsors because I know you got them.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to thank Car Medic and Kyle Shelton for coming on board and sponsoring the LMP2 class, and then WBM Motorsports and those guys. You've seen a lot of their paint schemes out there tonight. Morgan Smith does a great job with those guys, and they're real supportive of our league. And then, of course, Elite Entertainment, which is local DJ company here for us, and then Transcendent Designs, Drew Trader for all the graphics, and then All Star 15 TV for the broadcast.
Yeah, as I said, great to be here. I can't wait for next week. If it's anything like tonight, we are in for a show. But Adam
Right.
Caps, your winner in the GT4s. Good talking with you, pal. Congratulations.
Yes, sir. I'll see you guys next week.
See ya, pal. Joe, take us home, pal.
This was a great race to watch. There was a lot of battles, good, clean racing, couple incidents. Couldn't ask for anything more. Great race that these gentlemen put on tonight.
Yeah, as I said, I'm looking forward to next week already. Thank you all for tuning in. Dustin Neerhoof, Parker Dime, and Adam Caps, your winners tonight. We will see you next Monday, same bat time, same bat place. Take care, everybody.
Deuces, oozes.